My name is Carlos, and I am a fan of the Alliance. The one thing that I know is that for the treatment of eating disorders, there are many a recourse. And for many families, the Alliance has been their primary resource, a guide in navigating what can be a life-changing choice, a voice for so many who thought no one understood, a true force for good. Likened to a bridge over troubled waters, the Alliance has shown safe passages to patients, spouses, mothers, and fathers, with strong shoulders helping them carry the weight, meet the need, feel the fear and do anyways their creed. If ever there was one, the Alliance is great ground for sowing seed. In many ways, taking the lead, partnering with the eating disorder community, creating solidarity focused on recovery of the whole, mind, body, soul, family, career, goals, ending the tolls ED demanded be paid. The dedication you gave, the sacrifices you have made, the sleepless nights wrestling with what this work weighed. How many chances have you had to walk away, but you stayed? And 20 years later, the countless lives that have been saved through the priceless aid you made available. All because you said no. But not just no. You said no more. No more turning a blind eye to so much death. No more of the silence that perpetuates the violence against oneself. No more unchecked stigma in those who are supposed to help. 20 years ago, you said, ED, watch out because the Alliance has hit the floor. When medical doctors and hospitals didn't know, the Alliance was working to even the score, demanding more from the field to yield more education, more from medical and mental health providers, connecting more eating disorder insiders across the nation, giving families more hope to cope with their unique situations, placing quality care at the top to stop the abuse of unqualified treatment locations, fighting for legislations, indirectly but directly in the business of creating powerful relations. Think about the circles of providers, families, and patients. Iron, constantly sharpening iron. Each swipe of the blade making sparks, illuminating places that were once dark. Sincerely seeking to show searching souls safety like Noah's Ark. Has the Alliance really done all of that? Shut your mouth. I'm just getting ready to start. The Alliance offers comprehensive services, including educational presentations and training days to schools, healthcare providers, hospitals, and community agencies. Free, clinician-led weekly support groups nationwide for those experiencing eating disorders and for their loved ones. Support and referrals through both their free helpline and comprehensive referral website. Unique and empowering scale-smashing events and smash talk panel discussions, and opening psychological services to help make ends meet. Helping some get up and others stay on their feet. Doing everything but slapping those that say, why don't they just eat? This has truly been a treat because I personally love the Alliance. Johanna, Dr. Hendelman, McCall, Leah, Cherie, to name a few. What you do is poetic all by itself. To you, to the Alliance family, happy 20th anniversary.
I started the Alliance because I wanted to give back. Because I know that for me, I could have lost my life many times along my journey. And for me, when you go through something, you have two choices, and either of them are fantastic. One is to close the door and never talk about it again. The other is to give back and make a difference, and that was my choice. And so when I first started the Alliance, I thought that in a year's time, we would be this major organization. And that wasn't necessarily our story. We had a very long journey. We had many, many, many detours, many late nights. My husband often says that there's three of us in our marriage. It's me, him, and the Alliance. But I'm so grateful for his support. I'm so grateful for my family's support and for my dear friends. When I think back at the Alliance, I'm so proud of where we've come from, where we're going. As I look back to everything we've done, and I'm so excited for everything we're going to do. For me, I would have considered the Alliance successful if I just helped one person on the journey. And I've been so grateful, and I feel so lucky to have been part of many folks' journey, to be a bystander on their journey to recovery. One of the most amazing things, and probably the biggest gift of all, is when you get a phone call and say, hey, Joanna, I'm getting married today, or Joanna, I just graduated business school, or you know, Joanna, I just had my kids, or my first child. There's no greater gift, because the work that we do is not easy. It never ever ceases to humble me that every 52 minutes, someone in this country loses their life as a direct result of their eating disorder. Now, as we celebrate these moments, we're also charged to keep on moving forward, because our work is far from being done. But you have my word, and you have the Alliance behind you, that we will not stop using our voices. We will not stop advocating for change. We will not stop doing the services we provide until not one more person has to experience an eating disorder.
My name is Cherie Monarch. I first became involved with the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness over 11 years ago. An uninvited terrorist entered our home and took my loved one captive. Not only did he take my loved one captive, he attempted to destroy my entire family. That terrorist's name was anorexia. It's important to understand that eating disorders are not a choice. No one would choose an eating disorder in the same way they would not choose cancer. Navigating a journey of a loved one with an eating disorder is the most difficult thing I've ever encountered in my life. When we first started on this journey, I have never felt more helpless or more alone. Literally standing on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, waves overtaking us and struggling to survive. A chance meeting with Joanna Kandel, founder and CEO of the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness, would be the beginning of creating a community that would sustain and support my loved one, myself, and my family. The Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness is so much more than an eating disorder organization. I have witnessed over and over again what having community support, resources, and education can do for families and individuals experiencing an eating disorder. No one should be without community, without a family. These two variables, family and community, often merge as one. This is exactly what has happened with the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness. They are family. They are community. They have worked tirelessly to support individuals and families that are walking this journey, holding their hand so they do not have to walk this path alone. The impact the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness has had on the eating disorder community cannot be measured. They are a bright light on a path that is muddled with darkness. They are the message, the support, the education, and the hope that full recovery from an eating disorder is possible. Thank you to the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness for being my community and my family. There are not enough words to express what you have done for me and how you have helped our family. I am incredibly grateful for all you have done. Happy 20th anniversary. You are the family, you are the community, you are the hope, you are the everything. Thank you.
I first came into hearing about the Alliance after many years of experiencing my eating disorder, and I came to the meetings in the office and also virtually on the Zoom meetings. I've met so many wonderful people that don't even realize how much they've helped me. I would say a saying called AFGO, and AFGO meant another effing growth opportunity, and realized that that's what life truly is, just opportunities and how we deal with them. So we would laugh, and I have made so many special friends at the Alliance with the therapists Joanna, and the people that I have shared with at the meetings. I just want to wish everybody a happy 20th anniversary and to let you know how happy I am that you have come into my life. You can't even imagine how you've helped me. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name's Deanna Spear. My husband Gordon and I lost our son, and our son Ken lost his brother Joe to anorexia 5.5 years ago. Joe was 26 years old. When Joe was diagnosed at the age of 24, we were suddenly thrown into trying to understand what anorexia was, how it was affecting his body, and where to get help. We quickly learned that many in our local medical community did not understand it or know what to do either. Joe's doctor actually said that Joe couldn't have an eating disorder because it was a girl's disease. The local hospital told Joe to go home and eat a lot. The closest eating disorder treatment facility was 1.5 hours away and only treated females. Gordon and I ended up taking Joe all the way across the country to California to be hospitalized and then for therapy. My husband and I took turns staying in California with Joe for 3 months. When we came back, we still couldn't find adequate resources. We lost Joe the following November. Gordon and I have become strong advocates. We are determined to bring resources into our local community so that families can get the help and support they need close by and quickly. We started a little grassroots group with the most amazing mix of talent. And then last year, the most wonderful thing happened. Joanna Candle made our little grassroots group an affiliate of the Alliance. This has been a huge game changer for our area. In a little over a year, we have raised over $35,000. This money stays in our local community and will pay for free, clinician-led, weekly support groups for those recovering from eating disorders and one for their caregivers. And last September, the Alliance hosted the first ever eating disorder training in Delaware. I would like to take this time to thank you, Joanna. Your dream 20 years ago has become a reality. It is truly an honor to work with you. Thank you for your compassion, kindness, persistence, and vision. We are truly blessed.
The Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness saved my life. I began attending the free support groups about 1.5 years ago and sought help from their low-cost psych services around the same time. My therapist at Psych Services worked incredibly hard with me for over a year, finding me a low-cost dietitian to join my team, creative ways to combat my eating disorder, and offered meal support to work through things that came up for me. My team and the whole Alliance family worked with me, supported me, and cheered me on as I began conquering the different parts of my eating disorder. When we decided as a team that I needed more support than outpatient psych services could offer me, the Alliance family helped me research and collect a list of eating disorder treatment facilities they thought would be the best fit for me, my family, and my life. With Joanna, the Alliance family, my therapist and dietitian by my side, I entered residential treatment, which both changed and saved my life. While in residential treatment, the Alliance continued to check in on me, support me, and let me know that they'll be there waiting for me when I return. Without the reduced cost services and free in-person and virtual support groups, I never would have gotten help for my eating disorder, and it could have taken my life. Because of their help, support, and guidance, my life has been saved. I'm now able to be there for my children, my family, my students, and for everything that life will bring me. Thank you, Alliance family, for always being there for me. One word that comes to mind when I think about the Alliance: life.
This is my daughter Rachel.
And this is my mom Judy, and we've been involved with the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness for almost 10 years.
I struggled with an eating disorder for most of my life. And when Rachel first came to me with her struggles, my heart fell. I knew that I needed to get her the best care I could.
So my mom connected me to the Alliance, who connected me to the treatment that I needed. The Alliance taught me that I wasn't alone and that I didn't have to look a certain way to be struggling with an eating disorder. The Alliance was a driving force that started my journey to recovery.
The Alliance also helped me realize I am not my eating disorder, and that recovery is truly possible.
Seeing the Alliance's impact on my mom's ability to give herself permission to prioritize her own health and happiness motivated me to keep going in my recovery too. So when we think of the Alliance, we think of healing together, supporting together, and actually fueling each other's recoveries with a big community of folks who just get it. And because of the Alliance, not only do I consider myself recovered, but so does my mom. And today I'm a recovered eating disorders clinician, and my mom is super involved in the Alliance's efforts to expand access to care. Thank you, Alliance, and happy 20th anniversary.
When we think of the future, we envision free clinician-led support groups in communities across the country, more virtual groups so that we can make sure that even folks that don't have access to care in their local community can still get support. We want to continue all of our educating our frontline providers so that they know how to properly recognize and refer. We really hope to grow our Find ED Help and referral mechanism, being the only nonprofit in the country that does direct referrals with a completely licensed team doing those referrals. It's really important for us, for those that are experiencing eating disorders and their loved one, to know where to turn where they need help. More than anything, we just wanted to continue to show up for our community, letting them know that there is help, that there is hope, that recovery is possible, and it's not just possible for certain folks. All of us deserve access to care, and all of us deserve the opportunity to live our life beyond our eating disorders.